That's what we love to see, baby. 12-0, baby. Let's go. Taking down the Washington football. Wait a minute. I feel like I'm in a genjutsu. Wait a minute. I feel like I'm seeing an illusion. Wait a minute. Is this some sort of alternative universe? Maybe if you move the time stone like they talked about, the ancient one had said, it opens up a different universe where something different happened. But looks like we're in reality right now. Like Thanos said, reality is often disappointing because we came out here on Monday afternoon football, played like absolute garbage, and now we 11-1. You happy? The monkey's off the back. The pressure of going perfect is finally off of your back. Now remember all them TikTok dances? All them TikTok dances? Yeah, how you feel about that? You should feel like trash. Because you played like absolute trash. We can't get out our own way. But before I even talk about our football team, let's give credit to the football team. Because you can't spell Washington without a W. When they walked into Heinz Field and walked away with their first W in Heinz Field, Atlanta catch-up since 1991. It was 29 years. I wasn't even in my father's nutsack yet. The last time they won in Pittsburgh. But evidently, I'm a grown man now. And here they walk into the land of ketchup and they say, we're not going to put no condiments on the hot dog. We just going to ram it up your butt. And that's exactly what happened. Kudos to the Washington football team. They took care of business. It doesn't matter if we got in our own way. You've got to go out there and win a football game, and that's exactly what they did. The football team, that is. As for us, first and foremost, that first half, offensively, again, we played piss poor. Second consecutive game. How many balls have we dropped? How many? You would have thought we were a 7th grade team, or I should say a group of 7th graders in an all-boys school going through puberty, the amount of balls that we're dropping out there. We can't catch. Eric Ebron, you dropped about 4 today. It might have only been 3. Doesn't matter. You're out here dropping. Put your hands on an ornament. Put it on a goddamn tree, because your hand's just for decoration. Johnson, you dropped one as well. Juju, you out here dropping stuff as well. First drive of the game, you dropping football. Our wide receiver room better get a shipment of brand new gloves every single play. I want to see switching of gloves. Randy Fickner, I only have this to say to you. What is the purpose of bringing in Derek Watt if we're not going to line him up at fullback? What is the purpose of having a fullback position if we're never going to use him? Run game be damned. Big Ben, what, you just had Tommy John, sir? You just had to work on your elbow? You had a masturbation addiction last year? You were out for the season? Let's see how much you can throw. What happened to the run game? What happened to Pittsburgh Steelers football? I don't think we're just incapable of running. I think we just don't have the willingness to try to run. Why don't we line up in weak? Why don't we line up in strong? Why don't we line up in I formation? What is this single back? What is this shotgun formation every single time? We're absolutely predictable. Everybody's head is inside of their rectal sphincter. Washington's front 7 was already, well, I should say their front 4, was going to come out here and do work. We knew they were going to go out there and play well. They're one of the best defensive lines in the league. And I spoke about this. But we out here going for long balls down the field. We recognize our receivers got hands for decoration, but we still continue to go and try to throw the football. We don't bring a fullback in and even try to run the football. Abysmal performance on the offensive side of the ball. But more importantly, our skilled, positioned players, we need to remove the skill. Y'all all just skinny linemen because none of you got hands. None. We had a goal line stand. Why? Because we cannot call the appropriate plays to get into the end zone. We fail again in the red zone. Back-to-back games, we played like absolute garbage. Could not get out of our way. Second half, all credit to Washington. They took care of business. But our defense, again, we're bend, don't break. Regardless of how many historic marks we have set this season. For some apparent reason, we could have somebody on 3rd and long. All of a sudden, we give up a gas play. Sims had 2. Thomas had 1. Hell, you could argue Thomas had 2. We guard all day, and then we decide, let's take a nap. Let's admire our work. The job not finished. And that's the results that you're going to get. Playing like garbage, losing on Monday night in prime time for localized, so regional dialect sort of situation, wherever you were located. I know people on the West Coast couldn't see the game, but you're lucky that you didn't see the game because you would have saw your team go out there and play like garbage. You should be ashamed of yourself. Yes, it's 1 loss on the year. It's the first loss of the year. Are you still atop the AFC? I think we probably dropped underneath the Chiefs. But whatever the case may be, You may be in great standing. We're still going to go back to the playoffs. We haven't been there in 2 years. I can't wait to get to the postseason. But guess what? You might as well get ready to be on the L train much more often because they're going to lose games like this. What the hell is a good season if you don't go nowhere? You don't understand in Pittsburgh, as Mike Tomlin always says, the standard is the standard, and the standard is championships. Contending for championships. And playing that way ain't gonna get you nowhere. Everybody poking out their chest. We undefeated. We the Steelers, baby. We back. Black and yellow, blacky. We played like ass. You vindicated everybody who went the entire season talking about overrated. Guess what? You just emboldened them. Why? Because we can't get out our own way. Until we step out of our own way, we ain't gonna win no doggone games. Because every time we step up on the gridiron against an opposing team, we also playing against ourselves. It's 11 versus 22. It's the football team and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we decide, yo, let's beat ourselves. Big Ben gave up masturbation, but evidently us as a team haven't stopped beating ourselves. What are we doing? Until we get our head out of our own ass, this will continue. We've been able to sneak out close wins all season. That ain't happening at this point. It's December football time. And in December football, you've got to play exceptional. More importantly, when it get cold outside, you got to put the ball on the ground. So Fickner, you better figure it the hell out. That's all I got to say about that. But yay! Yay! No longer we have to pursue undefeated, baby. Woo! We don't got that monkey on our back no more. 72 Dolphins out here drinking champagne at your expense. How you feel about that, huh? The NFL laughing at us. You lost to Washington. Huh? You played like garbage and couldn't get out your own way. You deserve this. Because you earned this loss. You asked for this loss. And guess what happens? You hear that in the background? You hear that? That's a blender. When you mix a bunch of combustible elements together. When you mix in ineptitude on offense. When you mix in drops on offense. When you mix in mental lapses on defense. When you mix in ineptitude when it comes to kicking the football. Maybe not this game, but it has been prevalent before. When you mix in unable to get out of your own way, this is what you get. You get a shake that just so happens to be an L. You get a smoothie in the taste of a loss, and you're going home stinky. Think about that. You did this to yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Put your motherfucking hands up in here. Steelers on 3. Get it together on 6. 1, 2, 3 Steelers. 4, 5, 6. Get it together. Get your head out your own ass, man. God damn.